Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm not going to bore you with all the spiel that I do in the beginning of the video. I just like to tell you guys that I appreciate each and every one of you guys, all my loyal subscribers. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you and just keeping it cool, guys. And actually the energy is really intense lately. And so I'm here to do Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. I called in for help, the spiel. And so I begin. Okay, so just to let you guys know, this is taking the place of the masculine energy. You can be a female, okay, having more masculine energy right now than feminine energy. Okay, but this takes the perspective of a masculine here. So the card that's a significator, okay, is the Hanged Man, which is the card of Pisces. Okay, so this is a card of someone who feels very much stuck. They feel stuck. They feel like they're being forced. The universe is forcing them to stop the actions that they're doing right now and to contemplate their next move. So they're trying to get wisdom, to get a different perspective on how to deal with a situation that involved betrayal, that involved having multiple choices, miscommunication, and a tower moment because in major life changes. And within these life changes, somebody had appeared in this person's life that they were completely not expecting. I get here. Okay, so I did clarify, and this is what I got, and I will further clarify with different decks. But the cards that I'm using right now are called Tarot. Okay, and they're a hologram. They have like this special kind of hologram, shiny images or whatnot, but they're like the classic tarot deck. So this person's the universe is forcing them to, they're actually getting downloads from the universe. Okay, they're actually reflecting. As I was shuffling, I was getting the Hermit card a lot, which is a card of Virgo, okay? And I also see this in the spread. You might be dealing with a Pisces and a Virgo here. Or if that isn't in your chart, that could be in your chart, okay, Sagittarius. I feel that a lot of people that are watching this reading are cross watchers. I get here. For some reason. I get here because we're looking at it, tapping into the perspective of a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a male, okay? It just has, there's women that have more masculine energy. And I get here, I also got here the sign of Aries here. So we know that the sign, Aries females have a lot of masculine energy. So you could be a woman, okay? That's my point. I have Moon in Aries, so I do watch a lot of Aries reading, and I do resonate a lot with Aries tarot readings. When I clarified the Hangman here, I got the Ace of Swords, which is a person that has self-imposed fears. I get here fear of rejection. Fear of rejection. Something has them paralyzed. These fears of contemplating on the future or what happened in the past. I get a lot of stuck energy in the past here with the Five of Cups here. They're looking at the, like crying over spilled milk. Okay, looking at things that have deteriorated, in relationships that have deteriorated, past relationships that did not work out. They're still looking at those and looking at those empty cups and those glasses that have been broken here and those cups that have been broken here. And they're not realizing the two cups that they have here clutched for dear life to their chest. Now, this individual is not aware that they're clutching, or wasn't aware actually, that they were clutching these two cups on their chest, I get here, until like almost the universe made them stop what they were doing, so they become aware of this situation. Okay, they like force them to think about their actions here. Okay, because they're stuck in a crossroad, I get here. Okay, it's not because they're choosing to, is that they're forced to do it because of all these changes and stuff. It's like almost like they're watching their life pass them by. Okay, and all these like all these towers falling here and everywhere, and they're like watching it, because it's like they're stuck in this fear, maybe because of the changes, maybe still stuck on past regrets here, I get here. And now this person doesn't realize that they are energetically connected to you. So right now I get here a situation where you guys are not talking here, with the Ace of Swords here and the Five of Swords here in the past. Okay, I get here an energy that there's no communication here. There was a betrayal, somebody felt betrayed. I get here that there's an ending of this, that the person has already hit rock bottom. This is a challenge. There were some secrets that were kept, some hidden secrets. Okay. So even though you guys are not physically in union, I get here that they're very much energetically, that they are not letting you go here. Okay, because obviously they have their own issues that they're dealing with right now. Their past regrets. Okay, they're kind of projecting their past regrets, hurts from different relationships to you. This is the energy that I'm getting right now. Oh yeah, guys, regarding the music, I'm not allowed to put music in here right now because I really have to check out and read the copyrights and the laws about putting music on the air, because my last video got blocked as well. So I do apologize to all of you guys. They felt like this person feels like they threw something away. They threw something really good away. They just didn't know what they were doing. It's like a dumb move. I hear a dumb move. Okay, they were playing these mind games. And I get here that you were Sagittarius, or cross watchers were pretty much done with feelings for the Sagittarius. I get here masculine energy. Okay, could be the cross watcher or the Sagittarius. Right now I don't know whose energy I'm talking to right now, because I feel like your energies are closely tethered together, where it's hard for me to distinguish whose energy is who. So it's up to you to decipher this, because these connections are so tethered closely together that it's almost like a synergy, and there's a lot of mirroring here in these type of connections, that sometimes it's hard for a reader to distinguish who is who and what is what from which whoever. Okay, if that makes sense. So somebody was pretty much done here with feeling manipulated, feeling like somebody was playing games with them. They were getting bored of those kind of ways, of those mind games, that this person kept on calling, kept on coming in and out of someone's life, kept on saying pretty words. I get here like a Don Juan, like all talk, but no action, no putting the actions to the words that they were saying. And some truth came out here. you know, and it's like excuse after excuse. This person was just like blowing smoke up your ass, and you just like, and one of you guys, whoever, the crossroad watcher, you just decided not to play these games anymore and just walk away. You decided to keep your love for yourself here. I get here, so this person's pretty much like I said, they are having this self-imposed fear here. Fear of maybe rejection here, I get here. Fear of not being accepted here. Fear of not having their wish fulfillment here. Because they know who they want. They know who they're in love with. They know who they're supposed to be here with here. Okay? So what crosses them right here, what crosses the situation, I would have to say, not them. It's you as well. Them and you. It's completing a painful ending, like hitting rock bottom. Okay, over you could have been dealing with a Gemini or a Pisces or a Cancer here, a water sign, or any kind of sign, but it's like a mysterious woman, even a Scorpio. Okay, it's a woman that knows but doesn't tell, a woman that's very intuitive here. Okay, so she, even before you, she found out here with a Tower. I get here in the past. Okay, and there were these big changes. Even before this, I get here that she already knew. Okay, because she taps into her intuition. Her higher self told her. Okay, she has this awareness here. This is universal conscious right here, tapped into her hand here. So she has access to it at any time. Okay, and this was the problem. She's just woke. She's a woke individual, right? So here I get here in the past. So anyway, oh yeah, what crowns you is like a message, an offer to this Empress here, because you have here the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight there is. It's like it doesn't even budge. It's like a knight that stands still. While the other ones are messengers, I feel like this particular messenger with a horse, he doesn't deliver the message. Okay, he's almost contemplating on whether he, you know how, or when you're at war battling, there's a messenger, and the messenger sometimes sends the message with haste, right? And sometimes they kill the messenger, all right? And like, for example, like a messenger like the Knight of Swords would just go in there with balls to the wall and just give his message no matter what happens to him. If they kill him or not, it doesn't matter. He will get his head chopped. It doesn't matter. Okay, he's going to deliver the message. Okay, because his ideals demand him to. Okay? The Knight of Wands is going to be more diplomatic, and he's going to deliver his message with more of politically correct, more diplomatic, more of a way in where he saves his head, right? And maybe he'll like stay a night in the king's, you know, the other king's castle or whatever, and leave unharmed. Okay. And the Knight of Cups would probably be a messenger who would deliver the message in a loving way, making it sound like maybe like deliver a message of like truce, of like, oh, you know, like my king would, you know, let's make a truce, like let's have a wedding instead, and maybe like your prince could marry the princess, whatever, in my castle, and we can form alliances or what have you. Okay, but this knight right here, the Knight of Pentacles, he thinks really hard on the message, and he knows what is at risk here, and this is why he stays to ponder the situation. And this knight could easily say to himself, with this freaking coin that I have here, because I'm a hard worker, with this freaking coin and this message that I have here, I can either walk away from this damn war, battle, that isn't even my own. And if it's my own, surely other people can figure out how to solve it. I can walk away and maybe like not deal with the situation. Maybe take my pentacles and be a merchant, or go and, you know, run away from the war or whatever. Or I can give a message, but I'm going to strategize the way in which I give the message so I can be victorious and make the most for my buck. And this is the way the king or the knight of pentacles strategizes. Okay, this is not a mature offer like the king of pentacles would have, like a man, like a man that's already mature, that knows what he wants. This is a page. So it's very much a small token or a small gesture, if that, but it's not moving. Okay, so a message towards an empress. Okay, now you're dealing with an empress. This small knight, this knight that's not even a king, wants to deliver a message to an empress. Now the empress is the queen of all queens. Okay, queens actually are in her court. Okay, the queen of wands, the queen of pentacles, the queen of swords, all of these queens, she embodies all of these feminine energies combined. She's the nurturing person. She's the person who's stable, economically so. She's very smart, analytical, she's wise, okay? She can nurture shit. And so they want to give them an offer of a commitment, some sort of commitment, maybe leveling up the relationship. I get here, leveling up the relationship, whether it be moving in together, or some of you guys is, you know, just like labeling it to girlfriend status, or, you know, couple. Okay, this is my person. This is the person that I eventually want to marry. You might give, I keep hearing a ring of a promise ring. I keep hearing a promise ring. It's almost like this is what it is a promise ring. It's not the real actual engagement, it's the promise ring. Although it does eventually lead to that. It does. Okay? Now, I'm not quite sure where it leads right now, because I'm going to tell you guys what I see here. I haven't really clarified some of these cards here because I was waiting to do it with you. What's beneath you, or not beneath you, I would have to say, what's in your subconscious is like the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups could mean several things. But with these energies, and in this spread, it means wishes coming true. Okay, your wish is coming true. So this person is your wish fulfillment. Whether you knew it at the time or not, or cross-watcher. Okay, whoever is stuck in this situation of being on the fence and being stuck with their self-imposed imprisoner of their self-imposed prison of their fears. And so there was a Five of Sword moment here, where somebody felt backstabbed, low energies, betrayed here. As you guys know, there was a theft. Okay, there was some sort of theft. Somebody took something that didn't belong to them. Okay, or somebody put a wool over someone's eye. Okay, they were dealing here, I get it. Or there was like a conquest turned Ari here. I get here that somebody trying to win at all costs, no matter like if they step over somebody, okay, and hurt them, it doesn't matter, because this person's all about themselves. Very selfish energy here. Doesn't matter what they did. But they knew this. They had like a strategically selfish person. It's like a strategic conquest where they were acting like a knight of wands. I mean, knight of, you might be dealing with fire signs, but they were acting like a knight of cups where they were giving you these messages of love. Okay, and you might have you might have water in your chart, or you might be dealing with water, somebody who has water in their chart, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer here. Okay, but this is a person who is a very loving and nurturing person, a person who has so much love to give here with their big cup. They have so much love to give here. Okay, but they had to turn away from you and focus on self-love here. Because do you see that this actually, these cards came out like this? So this person is focusing on their self-love here. Okay, they're turning away, their back is towards you while you're trying to, you were sending, it's like somehow they found out the truth here. There was some clarity over some messages that you were sending here, over some communication that you were giving. They realized that it was just talk. Okay, and they just decided to, there was some sort of truth, where they decided to block the communication here, sever the ties, block the communication, and heal themselves, focus on giving that cup of love to themselves. Okay, so either you Sagittarius or the cross watcher, that I don't know, you have to figure that out on your own. Yeah, so I get here with a Six of Wands, I get here pure conquest. You know, this person did whatever they could to get in this person's pants, or to get this person to, you know, maybe like be intimate with them, or go out with them, or get them to love them or something. They almost like, this energy felt comforting to this person. Okay, like they didn't realize that it was actually the energy that made them feel whole. Like they that's what they're looking for, because anybody can have sexual intercourse with anyone, right? It's the soul connection. When the soul feels at home with another soul, when the soul actually is called, like, you know, some people call it chemistry or whatnot, but it's actually more than chemistry. It's like that kundalini shit, creating a bond, a physical bond. Okay, not a physical bond, sorry, an emotional bond. I get here emotional. This person, what their truest asset here is their love. Okay, not a lot of people provide pure love like this. And so this is what this person needed, really, like affection. And so they acted like the Page of Wands here. How does a person with a Page of Wand energy act like? Like a kid, an active kid. Okay, oh, it's a new toy. Okay, it's like almost like they get so excited, they go to a toy store and they buy this fire truck, and it's bright red and things like this, and so they keep and it's motorized or whatnot, and they have this remote control, and so they take it out for a spin and they beat the shit out of it, okay, until the wheels fall off and stuff like this. The car or the fire truck rolls all over the place, and the paint chips. And so this person was almost like, it was almost like this new toy to this person, right? At the time, it was like this person is a spontaneous person, like, you know how kids get so excited about a new toy, and then they get bored, and then they leave that toy in the corner, and then they go play with a brand new toy that's freshly polished and like smells clean, new, and things like this. And so this is what happened basically, okay? But the kicker here in this situation is that they did not realize that they were going to fall in love with this person, with a Tower and the the Wheel of Fortune, because this is the time when the person decided to leave here with the Ace of Swords. The game started to change, people. The game started to change. They got this sort of a tower moment where they had time to be the Hangman, to be the Hermit. This is a card of Virgo. To contemplate on the things that have happened and their feelings. You know how women are in tune with their emotion more so than men. I'm sorry, it's not for most men, okay, not all men. So those men that are very in tune to their emotions, I apologize. Okay, I'm not talking about all men, but most men. They have to sit and marinate on those emotions first before they actually can understand them and figure out what actually it is that they want and what they feel, because they can't process emotions like a woman can, because a woman has a lot of experience doing this, because society, number one, lets them. Okay, it's not frowned upon in society, although these things are changing. And so they need time to contemplate this. Okay? And so for them, that period of contemplation where they realize what happened in this connection, where they realize, oh shit, you know, they almost like this sort of devastation, this sort of frustration, this sort of like, you know, it's almost like the feeling that you get when something walks away from your life that you think that you need, but when it walks away, you realize, you get like sort of this panic. I get here, panic, that you'll never see this again. You know, some sort of panic, like worried. There's like this worried expression on this Knight of Cups face. Like this person is worried, like losing sleep, having this self-imposed fear. Okay, because they actually, I get here with a Queen of Cups again in the Lovers. I get this energy of like soulmate. They actually walked away from a soulmate that they didn't realize that they were, because they were stuck in these past energies of past relationships, of remorse and regret from traumas of past relationships. And so they were still focused on these things that they didn't realize the connection. And they left physically, but they were still emotionally tethered to your energy. And this is what a lot of people are experiencing. This lack of sleep, guys, believe me, your person also has lack of sleep. These feelings of that you get, that you don't know where they're coming from, they may not come from you. They may come from your other person. Like if you woke up happy and then all of a sudden you feel sad and you don't know why. These are not yours. These are the emotions that the other person's projecting on you. And because your energies are tethered so close together in the fifth dimension, that you have to meditate and learn to understand yourself well and know what are your emotions and your energies versus what are entities and energies. And when we say entities, we mean like other people's energies, other things or people's energies. This is what we mean by entities. This person was like, oh shit, this is the person that was spiritually given to me. Like this person, and you know, because right away when you met them, you were like, okay, this is the person I want to marry. This is the person that I want them to be my girl. You knew right away. And you feel that this person was your prize, but it was like washed away like a tide. It washed away like a tide because you were wrapped up in all this turmoil of past tower moments after tower moments after tower moments, that you didn't realize here what you had in front of you, like the hermit, pretty much, where he introspects with, and then he doesn't realize like that the answers are right in front of him, and he goes into this internal self-discovery, which is necessary, but he doesn't realize that what he's looking for is next to him all along, until eventually he's like, oh, okay, it's next to me. What the light and what the search for answers and wisdom, he goes into his inner wisdom, inner guidance, to seek inner guidance. And he doesn't realize till the end that it was with him all along, that all he had to do was tap inside of him to figure this out. Okay, deep, guys, deep. So you foolishly rushed in and out in this connection. It was a foolish thing that you think you did. Okay, you don't even know if you will be friends with this person or not. But you feel because you're so wounded, or your person's so wounded, they feel like they don't need a lover right now. They don't need a lover. They need a friend. They want to befriend you first. They want to feel comfortable. Okay, they want to be held. They're like a wounded little boy, I get here, or a wounded little girl, with masculine energy. They just want to be cuddled. They want to feel safe. This is what I get, is feeling safe. Feeling safe here. Okay, so many people have let this person down, I get here. Okay, and so hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. This is what I got here. They feel like because lovers have come and gone in their life, that and friends are more important, that they put you already in the category of lovers. That if they send you a token of friends, maybe then they can hold on to you guys and never maybe let go. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, because they rushed in as a lover when they should have, they fucked up. They should have strategized in a way that they should have became friends with you, because this is a connection that's very much a soul contract. I get here, soul contract. Okay, so I'm going to pull different cards here. What card should I pull? Let me see here. So in the near future, I got the King of Cups here, which is a person who has this energy of, it's definitely a more mature energy than the Knight or a Page, which the person was displaying those types of energies. It's a person that is more mature, a person who, I get here, has empathy and understands the situation. He understands the connection. Like, it was like a delayed reaction. Whereas you were woke and you understood the connection right away. You understood the connection right away, okay? Because you're intuitive. You're intuitive empath. This person, although they are intuitive too and they do have gifts, they needed this time away to actually understand this connection, because they understood this connection by this right here, the tether, the emotional tether that you guys have between each other. The spiritual bond that is had here without the physical connection, without the 3D. So you have 5D without the 3D. And this person wouldn't have known this without the separation here. This person would not know this. Okay, so it's like, they're like, why do I keep thinking about this individual? Some crazy shit. I haven't seen this person. Maybe they try to do the cord cutting, those cord cutting techniques, and it just doesn't work. It keeps coming back. because the universe is pulling you together because there are karmic contracts that have not been completed or fulfilled. There's something here that you need to learn. And this is why you're being pulled together. This is why you're experiencing this connection, okay? So this is why, okay? These connections are merely, or soul connections are merely soul contracts that are binding. And once you're being pulled to it is because there's a lesson here that you need to learn here. That you asked your spirit, your soul, to learn this lesson with this other soul. And so this is merely it, guys. Okay? So some people don't stay with their twins, or they don't stay with other soul connections. There's different kinds of connections, guys. Every connection in twin flame or soulmate or whatever you want to call it is different, okay? Some people stay together, okay? And some people learn their lesson and go their own way. That's it. And they won't get this pull until they learn the lesson. Once they learn this lesson, the universe will not be pulling you together, okay? Your energies will not be tethered together, okay? You'll be able to move on. Okay, so there's something that you need to learn here. So think about what it is that you haven't learned, that you need to learn. Can you tell me about the Tower moment and the Wheel of Fortune here? Let's talk about the Tower moment and the Wheel of Fortune here. Tower moment and Wheel of Fortune. I feel like an angel, a person that was like got trampled by the dark. I hear a person that had light, higher vibration got trampled by darker vibrations here, and they had to have the synergy here. Okay, I get here a person, Knave of Earth, Page of Coins again. A person who's spying, who's like, whose energy is that? I get here Page of Coins again. So this card is widely represented. This person is very much conflicted. Is very much wants to give you this offer, wanting to give you this offer, but they don't even know where to begin, where to start. So they're spying on you, they're biding their time, they're seeing how they can actually get in your good graces. You might be a voluptuous woman with big titties here. I don't know. This is what I get. A voluptuous woman with big titties. You might have curly hair. And I almost feel like, do you see this guy right here? Do you see this hand? It's like stop. I almost feel like they're stopping themselves from... It's like you guys are in two different separate corners. And you're looking at this woman, okay, or your cross watcher is looking at you. It's like almost like the Hierophant, like I can't do this. I sense a lot of sexual frustration here. This woman is very sensual and she's gorgeous. I'm going to clarify. She's like sexually frustrated, I get here. This woman's really sexually frustrated. She's actually hiding her feelings, I get here, with her hat, hiding her face. Do you see this? And she's sexually frustrated because she masturbates at night. She masturbates at night all the time, thinking about you, or a cross-watcher. And so this is how they're actually, you know, this is how you guys are keeping this energy alive in the fifth dimension. This is why, how you guys are like tethered through your chakras. I get here, sacral chakra. So this person masturbates here, okay, by the thought of you. Like they're completely sexually frustrated here. It's like many times is not enough. Unsatiated, I get here, unsatiated. And so here, let me see here. So I get here, sacral chakra, yeah, sacral chakra. Okay, these are dealing with sexuality. So your sacral, you have like this tether between your sacral chakras. It's almost like you might even experience sensations when this person is having sexual fantasies of you. You might be like thinking sexually about this person, or your libido might rise up and you don't know why. You feel so hot and like, oh, you just feel like you want to masturbate. It's because this person is masturbating, thinking about you. I get here that sometimes they might scream loud and their neighbors might hear them, and their neighbors are like, what the fuck? What is this girl doing by herself? You might live in a apartment complex. Yeah, and you're like, so you're devising ways to like maybe purchase vibrators from the internet or whatever, and like your libido has really risen so much so that like you're like finding creative ways to have sex with yourself and like looking for different vibrators. Sometimes you're almost like killing the battery of them. You might be watching porn here with a four of air here. You might be watching porn. Do you see that she's sitting on this film? So I get here that you're masturbating while you're watching porn here and fantasizing about your lover or your cross-watcher or whatever. Cross-watcher fantasizing about Sagittarius, I don't know. But there's a lot of like sexual, I get here sexual energy, a lot of sexual energy here. And you like highly functioning different dials, motorized toys that have a lot of power in them. This is what I get. Okay. Woo. Anyway, so in your near future, I get here the King of Cups. As I told you before, this is an energy. He seems concerned in his love. Wary. I get here wary. Because he has empathy. I'm going to clarify here. He does have empathy. What else? What else can you tell me about this king? I got the card of Virgo again, Hermit. So this person has to be by themselves for a little bit. I think they were abused. Or if it's not the Sagittarius woman, the Sagittarius man or a cross watcher. They were abused. Something happened to them sexually here, where they felt assaulted. They felt assaulted here with the Eight of Airs and the... Remember, these cards are different now, so they're interpreted differently. But do you see, like, they weren't expecting it. Like, these people came from behind this person. Okay, something, do you see? Something, maybe they were drinking, I get here. Maybe they were drinking or something happened, okay, in a sexual way that kind of traumatized this person. Maybe, like, when they were younger, too, I get here. Okay, or it could be a past sexual relationship that they had, where, like, this person maybe was forceful with them. Or maybe, like, if you're a guy, another guy came on at you strong, or maybe gave you a drink and, like, you know, did things that you don't, you know, might are traumatizing. Some of you guys I get here, I'm sorry, I hate to say this, but I get, like, forced against your will here. Do you see this? She's running. I get here for some of you guys were like some sort of escort or something. You were doing, like, I get here, this is an escort here. And so I'm going to change cards soon, because this is just not for a lot of my viewers. This is just for, like, very few that went on this random date or some sort of escort, or, like, you know, those people that are like, what do you call it? They sell, like, liquor or something. They're like Bacardi girl or something like this. Okay, Bacardi girl or some sort of whiskey girl. And so they go to this party and then they get like treated like this. And they weren't expecting it. And so they were left like this. They were left with their souls and their spirit and ripped apart from them, you know, and they were like left broken. They were left broken here, trying to pick up the pieces for themselves, feeling violated, feeling like they, you know, dirty, like I get here, filthy. Like their spirit, like they almost, like, not only raped them physically, but their spirits too. They took their, like, something that didn't belong to them. And so these are this is why this person's pushing you away. And they take some time to be lonely because of these situations that they are still looking at, that they can't get past. But they love you here. Like, you're their queen here. They worship you, whether you believe it or not. Okay, I'm going to use different cards here because I get, some crazy interpretations with those cards, which, you know, I was told to use those cards, but now I'm going to change them to these cards and see what happens. It's like you became twisted, jaded, or cross-watcher. So they push everyone away and they treat people just as lovers because they can't get over their past trauma. And it's a deep trauma that causes them to lose fear at night, to have this self-imposed fear. So this person does have passion for you with a knight of fire. Okay, this is another messenger, right? This is a messenger that will send you a message of passion in a diplomatic way, charming, you know, very passionate, you know, and I get here a lot of sexual energy here. Sexual energy. I mean, but because they were treated like this in the past, they feel like they're using their sexuality as a way to control, as a way of controlling and gratification versus love and all those higher emotions that you get. So they're very self-defensive because you had caused them to feel these emotions. I get here with the 7 of Wands. So they're silently care about you. They're silently they care about you. And still I get again the Knight of Pentacles. I got this again in the Knight of Pentacles here, in the Knight of Pentacles here. I mean, I don't know. This person's not budging, guys. This person's not budging, although they know that there's a pair here, a true pair here. I get a true pair, and then I get here the Lovers, which is a card of Gemini here, and this is could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer here. I get here a true pair. That both of you guys are holding your emotions in and are not willing to express your emotions. One of you guys because of past traumas and the fear of rejection and shit like this, and the other one is because you're tired of the games that this other person is playing, the way they have treated them and devalued them, and the way they didn't show them their worth and their value. And so because they have self-love, they actually decide to give this cup of love to themselves. And so either you or your person is strategizing here on how to go forward because they want to take control of the situation. Okay, I'm going to clarify the Emperor, but it's a card of Aries. And so they want to take control of the situation. You know, the Emperor could mean two different things. The Emperor is like, could be a cold person who is all about building their empire no matter what. Okay, they could be a little bit of a bully, okay? They could be very controlling. They would do anything to reach the goal for the higher good of everyone, though. Or they're the father, the caretaker, the paternal, okay? They're the leaders. They're the people that take care of you, that offer you security too. So, I mean, we're going to clarify here and see what actually happens. And then we're done, guys. Can we clarify the Emperor for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Okay, I got all these cards I didn't want. So this is like 6 of Cups. This is a card of past soulmates. Reconciliation. Thinking about it, strategizing again with the Two of Wands. Wish fulfillment. Might be drinking a little bit. Again, the Hermit. Contemplating, thinking, introspecting, finding the answers. Thinking about this connection. Eight of Cups here. Retreating, to think about, to contemplate this connection, retreating, resting, healing their wounds, their past traumas, things that they can get over, understanding how this person triggered their past, their PTS, and how they're able to see things in a different perspective, and how toxic the way they dealt with sexuality was versus the way the other person showed them how love making should be, or a type of connection shouldn't be shitted on. It should be it's almost like sacrilegious, okay, to treat a connection like this as like you're taking a dump and you're like not flushing the toilet, right? So it's like you treat these types of connection reverently, okay? And so they figured out, like, maybe they're going about treating people and sexuality the wrong way because of their past traumas, okay? Somebody might be dealing with an air sign. Could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But this person's taking no shit. No fucks giving. No fucks given, I hear. Okay, it hurts them, do you see? But they have to do what they have to do. Cutting shit out of the life that doesn't serve them. Because they want peace. Do you see the doves flying through with a sword of truth? So they just want peace. They've been through a shitload, guys. A shitload. This might be a divorcee. Person that has no problem communicating their wants and needs and their displeasures. A very intellectual person. A person who is fair but deals with they have their heart open and is able to express their emotion, but also strong enough to cut shit out of their life that doesn't serve them. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I get green here. Green is a heart chakra, love, relationship, self-acceptance. This person is very much confident in their own, how they are in their own skin, that they're able to communicate their wants and their likes and dislikes because they know themselves so well. What will happen? I don't know, guys. You just have to let the situation heal by itself. Let things go with a flow. Like I said, if it's a soul contract that has not been completed and lesson hasn't been learned, then you guys will get this pull. Okay, this tether will still be there. Where it's forcing you, the universe is forcing you to breach this lack of communication. Okay, and if there's a situation where you've learned the lesson, then you wouldn't get this pull, okay? There might be an instance that a person might pull you because maybe you learned the lesson and they didn't, which could also be the case here that I find here for some of you guys. Seems like you learned the lesson and they didn't, so this person energetically keeps pulling you energetically towards them. But it seems like you're almost out of this energy here. So, guys, it's already 1 hour, and see you guys later. Thank you, and I love you guys.